In today's video, I want to talk about the mental things that may be holding you back in government contracting. All right, let's get into it. Number one is procrastination. Procrastination kills everything. Procrastination will stop you from getting things done. I don't know how many times I hear people say, oh, I'm gonna start this new business in next year. No, you're not. Every time I hear someone say that they're gonna do something and they're gonna do it 8 months down the line, 6 months down the line. No, you are not. If you're going to do something, you need to act ASAP. Maybe there's a week lead time. Maybe there's 2 weeks lead time. But once you place a goal 30 days out of acting now, it's almost impossible for you to get it done. And I know there's gonna be some people out there that's like, no, I can plan and make goals for the future. Planning is great. I love planning. I love making business plans, financial plans. I plan all the time. When I speak about procrastination, I'm talking about when someone says they get so hype and happy and committed and they get all this energy about going to go do something and making a mission happen, and then they just let all that energy wither away over the weeks and days and months later. By the time that they said they were gonna do it, all that initial energy is gone, and you wonder when the time comes for you to do it, you just don't do it. Number two is overthinking. Oh my goodness, I'm a victim of overthinking myself, and I have to tell myself that, hey, you're thinking too much, just do it. I know a lot of people suffer from this, and you may not think you do. When you're always the what if person, what if this, what if that, what if you are the mental roadblock to getting anything done because you keep asking all these questions. Stop overthinking it. It's not a bad thing to ask questions, but the overthinking. You may have 10 questions, but when you have a question about every little thing, things that aren't even into existence. I've had a few people reach out to me. The questions that they ask me are roadblocks that don't exist. One person reached out to me and asked me, hey, do I need insurance? And it's just like, we haven't even gotten to that point. And the answer to that question is no and yes. Some contracts will require you to have general liability insurance with $1 million policy or something similar to that nature. But do you need to worry about getting insurance right now? No, you haven't even been awarded the contract yet. And you might get awarded a contract where they're not even requesting insurance. With that being said, I just really want you guys to understand it's always great to ask questions. Asking questions is how you get the answers. But overthinking, it places a hindrance on yourself, and it can stop you from moving forward. The third thing I want to talk about is mental barrier. This is something that I have came upon over the years that I realized, but a lot of people don't see it happening to them. There's this great experiment that I want you guys to look into. You could go look this up on YouTube, or you could try it at home by yourself. But what you would do is you get an ant, place it on a plain white sheet of paper, draw a circle around the ant, and the ant will not leave out of that circle for about 5 minutes. It'll think it's trapped. But when it finally realizes that the barrier isn't real, it'll walk all over it and never get trapped in it again. And I bring this analogy up to you guys because this is what a lot of you do to yourselves. The problem never exists, but you create the problem by placing yourself in this circle that was never there to begin with. And it's a barrier, and it's stopping you, but this barrier really doesn't exist. It's all in your mind. You created this barrier with your mind, and now you can't get out of it. I'll give you an example. Political party. Well, some people vote Republican, some people vote Democrat. Most people who choose a side, they can't even get their mind out of their political party. They're so trapped. They can't even think further than, no, this person's right, this person is wrong. That's the furthest their thoughts are going, and that is the mental barrier that I'm speaking of. Ask yourself, am I really being objective about my thoughts? I hate to say it, but some people are just full-blown delusional. I'll give you another great example. There's people called incels, and it stands for involuntary celibate. If you hear a lot of these people talk, they convince themselves that all women are a certain type of way, or they act a certain type of way. It's like they think they got a full understanding of all women, when no two people are the same. When you take an ink pen and draw that circle around that ant, and that ant won't leave out of that circle, these are the same things that we do as human beings to ourselves. A lot of people don't realize, but that's why it's always great to criticize yourself, analyze your thought, because like I said before in my previous video, you are a sum of your actions, your thoughts, and the things you talk about, the things you say. Okay, say something goes wrong in your day, and then now, oh man, I'm mad. You drew the barrier. Now you're mad for the rest of the day. You just said it. Now you at the crib shadow boxing. Now you shadow boxing. You all in a dark room, and think about it with your emotions. If you can control your emotions, you can control your mind. Think about what I'm saying. Politics. What do? They play on your emotions with the things they say, because that controls your mind. The fourth thing is being open to constructive criticism. If you have great people around you and they offer constructive criticism about what's going on, and you're not willing to listen to them, what is the point of you even talking to these people? You have to be willing to take criticism in a way where it doesn't anger you. Now, if someone is criticizing you just, oh, you're a horrible person, yeah, that's different. That's just somebody just trying to be spiteful and nasty. But when someone's telling you like, hey, what's going on with you? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? They're asking you a question. You have to be willing to take constructive criticism and absorb it and use it to correct your behavior in a way that'll help you be successful. Number 6, you gotta have the mindset shift. And what I mean by that is, look at your body like a computer. Your brain is just a meat computer. You gotta update your phone every now and then to the new iOS system. You gotta update your computer every now and then. Our brains are literally operating like a computer. You have to update that software from time to time. And those are the mindset shifts. Think about it like this. Your body is constantly updated. Your body is not the same as it was 10 years ago. Your eyesight probably ain't the same as it was 10 years ago. Your teeth is not the same as they were 10 years ago. Your toes. So it's time to start deleting these old programs you've been running. If you've been doing the same thing for 10 years and it's not working, that thing, whatever that thing is, it's not working, it's time to delete this program out of your mind. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you got a drinking habit. Maybe you binge watch TV on the weekend. There are things and habits, which I call programs. Look at your body and your mind like a computer. There's little programs on your computer. Watching TV on Saturdays, that's a program. Drinking, that's a program. All of these habitual actions that you do in your life are programs on your meat computer. Sometimes you have to uninstall some software, but you definitely have to keep your system up to date. With that being said, I challenge you guys this. For the next 90 days, I want you to live every day like you will die at the end of those 90 days. I promise you, you will accomplish more things in those 90 days than you ever have. I mean, be dedicated, take it serious, keep track of it, truly convince yourself that you only have 90 days left to live, and I want you to go after your dreams, go after your goals. Promise you, the results you will see within a month are gonna blow you away. But don't get complacent. See those 90 days all the way through and watch the change that you will receive. I want you to put what I'm saying to the test. You'll be messaging me on Facebook or calling me and saying, hey, lead advisor, man, you truly changed my life, bro. I done finally did this. I finally started doing that. I finally do it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't ask no questions. Don't say, why would I not do it? For real, man. The mindset shift. This is what I'm talking about. Every time a negative thought comes to your mind, I want you to stop. Think about something you are grateful for in your life. Maybe it's you just woke up today. Maybe it's your mother. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your sister, your brother. It's life-changing. This is how the mindset shift starts to change. Make all your actions, all your conversation, all your thoughts about achieving the reality that you want to have. Start thinking about where you want to be in the next 10 years and put in the actions to get to where you need to be for the next 10 years. We're not worried about the Lakers game. We're not worried about no boxing match. We're not worried about what some actor said. We're not worried about no rappers. We are worried about the goal. And the goal is to be successful. I believe we're on number 7. But the next thing is eliminate negativity out of your life. This could be a person. This could be an action. This could be thoughts. This could be words, habits, foods. We all know that there's some people that we talk to, and just every time you have a conversation with them, it's just so draining. Every conversation you have with these people are negativity. They're either telling you about negativity or they say something negative to you to bring you down. These actions are draining. You may have a porn addiction. You may have a drinking habit. All of this leads to draining your energy because it makes you feel bad. You have to eliminate these things and eliminate these people. Eliminate words. Eliminate the word I can't. Start watching the words that you say. Literally be aware. Raise your level of awareness and be aware of the words that are coming out of your mouth. If you catch yourself saying, I feel like, correct yourself, because feelings are not based on logic. They're based on your emotions. Stop feeling and start thinking. Think about the negativity around you, the negativity that you're hearing. Maybe it's from your girlfriend. Maybe it's from your cousin. Maybe it's from your boss at work. You have to start making changes. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of the law of attraction. Once you get this negativity away from you and you're just always positive and upbeat, trust me, everybody goes through things. I go through things. I get down sometimes, but we have to pick ourselves back up and keep that train moving. I just want you guys to really understand, when people bring you negativity in your life, don't let them try to convince you that somehow you're wrong for realizing the negativity that they brought to you. Don't try to convince yourself when you're doing negative actions and you know afterwards you feel bad about it. Don't try to convince yourself that it's okay, because it's not. What do alcoholics do? They drink and then they try to justify themselves. They make excuses. But even though it does make them feel bad, it does depress them days afterwards. And with alcohol, if you notice, it's the only store that doesn't lie to you. Alcohol stores are called wine and spirits. Alcohol is a spirit. The store is called wine and spirits. It lowers your frequency. Alcohol will depress you and bring you negativity, and you will start attracting negativity in your life. It's simple as that. Last but not least is perspective. We gotta start changing our perspective on a lot of things. Most people perceive success and they think about the end goal of what success is. They see the guy with the nice house. They see the guy with the nice car and they think that's success. It's not. That's the end goal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you are working towards a worthy goal every day, you are success. If you are putting in that time, effort towards your goals, you are the definition of success, and it's all about perspective. Someone could think, walnuts are the worst thing in the world. Well, that's your perspective. Somebody else may think they're wonderful. Somebody else may think they're the greatest invention on earth. So with that being said, you have to acknowledge that there's different perspectives. Before you think about something and convince yourself of something, change your perspective and try to look at it in another way. Look at it from somebody else's angle. Be the counter argument to your own argument. You call a sub and the sub hasn't called you back in 2 days. And you're thinking, oh man, they don't want to deal with me. That's your perspective. But if you change your perspective, like, oh, let me just call them back because maybe they forgot about me. And then you call them and they're like, oh man, I totally forgot. I'll send the quote over here in a few seconds. Do you see how once you change your perspective about what you're thinking about, it could be a totally whole different situation? And these are just some things that I personally had to go through and change with my life, and it helped me. So I decided to share it with you guys to help you along your journey to change some of these habits and let go of some of these bad actions and let go of some of these bad people and replace them with something positive. I want you guys to check out this book called The Hidden Pineal Gland Activation by Shirtless. I challenge you guys to replace some of these bad activities with reading this book once a day, running through it, and I promise you, it will truly change your life. Well, all right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you got value out of today's video. And as always, drop a like, hit subscribe. God bless America. Lead Advisor out.
Waking up to a brand new day, with sunshine chasing the clouds away. Got my boots on, ready to roam. In my heart I know I'm never alone. With each step I feel so alive. In this journey I know I'll thrive. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward with love as my guide. Through the valleys and up the peaks, listening close, hear the world speak. With a smile on my face, I face the storm. Believing in myself, I will transform. Holding on tight, never letting go. In the rhythm of life, watch me glow. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward with love as my guide. Holding on tight, never letting go. In the rhythm of life, watch me glow. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward with love as my guide. With a heart full of faith I carry on. In this beautiful world I belong.